Siri set a timer for 20 minutes. What's good, UB2Bs? Back at it again with another video. Happy Sunday. I hope you all are getting all the good vibes that Sunday has to offer. Sunday is typically my favorite day of the week just because the vibes are slightly different. And I am just figuring out, thanks to Steven for letting me know that it is the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So I did get back yesterday and just in time to check out the Puerto Rican Day Parade. But today, yeah, so I didn't really have any plans for today, but now I am excited because I want to get my camera and shoot some photos of whatever's going on downtown, and I'm super excited about that because it'll be a lot of energy down there and a lot of stuff happening. So really excited about that. It is now approaching noon. I did wake up around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I did get to sleep fairly early last night. I finished my video around 11:30 and then kind of chilled on my computer and was watching some YouTube videos just to end my night. And I actually was able to fall asleep around 12:30, got a good 8 hours of sleep, set out my almond croissant because I haven't had a chance to set that out yet, just because those almond croissants, I don't want to have like bugs and critters and insects and stuff like that be attracted to the dough, or while it's kind of proofing or setting out, I don't want to have bugs and stuff be attracted to that and, you know, causing rodents and stuff. So I did just put it in a Tupperware container things and just kind of push the vent thing to let the air flow get in there, and it turned out just fine. The only issue with those almond croissants, they do have all the almond filling from the inside always seeps out of the back, and it like has this, you end up having this like crunchy almond cookie. But this been like that for years since I was eating those almond croissants, and it's not a bad thing. Like I wish that it would stay in the inside properly like a normal almond croissant, and I don't know why they haven't fixed that issue, but it's actually not a bad thing because I just kind of like eat the cookie on the side that falls out, that seeps out of it, or I will just kind of open up the almond croissant and then shove it back in the inside and then eat it like that. It adds a very unique consistency with the almond croissant, and I do love my pain au chocolates, but I do like the almond croissant the best. That is 2 days in a row that I've now had the almond croissant. The ones from Trader Joe's, although they are not the most beautiful almond croissants on the planet, they are absolutely delicious as far as flavor goes. So glad to be getting on the habit of getting back into my croissant days. Like I did tell you guys, I would typically eat a croissant, do coffee, and cruise back in LA. And that was every single Sunday for probably like 2 years straight that I would find a croissant or bake my own croissant, or just ride around, find a nice place to discover, find a croissant, and then just cruise around LA. And now that I don't have a car and any of that stuff, I'm just now getting around to, you know, being able to start this croissant thing again. So back to cruising and croissanting, and it's a cool way to kind of set the tone for Sunday. And that is kind of why Sunday was my favorite day of the week, because there was no traffic in LA. Obviously that's not the case in New York because I don't drive anymore, but it is still a vibe nonetheless. And I woke up feeling refreshed, got my complete 8 hours. I was totally knocked out last night and just feeling totally refreshed for the week and the day. So I hope you guys are also on the same wavelength as me right now, as I am just totally excited about today. I do want to try to hit the gym. That's why I did ditch the glasses and threw in the contact lenses, just because, like I said, glasses, when I wear them for too long of a period of time, it makes me kind of more in like a lazy, chill, loungy kind of mood, versus when I put in the contacts, it kind of like forces me to have to do something just because like I don't want to waste that pair of contacts, if you understand what I'm saying. But I have worn my glasses now for like 4 days straight, and this is weird because like before I found like an actual pair of glasses that fits my personal style, it was always just like glasses that I found, you know, I would get my glasses years ago at like Walmart or Target or something, and they were just like glasses that I would only put on at the end of the night, and I would wear contacts every day. And now it just feels good to have like actual glasses that I incorporate into my weekly rotation, where I actually wear outside of the house as part of my fashion sense. And it's exciting because my very first pair that I picked up from my cousin in Miami a couple years ago, those glasses were from Makita, and it's a German brand, super dope. Like it was actually the very first pair of glasses that I threw on my face when I went down to my cousin's glasses shop in Miami and just fell in love. And it was my first like big glasses purchase. Even though he did give me a discount, it was still a hefty price tag for those glasses, and they just like completed my daily fashion sense and kind of helped me break into the barrier of wearing glasses into my going to work with my glasses, being able to go to the gym with my glasses and stuff like that, and feeling confident and feeling like myself wearing glasses. And now that I got these glasses from Zlul that they sent me, it's like 2 or 3 out of the 6 pairs that they sent over. I actually now like I really love the glasses that they sent, and they're also part of my daily rotation and stuff that I want to, you know, kind of give my eyes a break, let my eyes breathe, because I typically did wear or still do wear a lot of contacts, and it's probably not as good for my eyes to let the oxygen and stuff just kind of like reach my eyes by wearing the contacts. But yeah, just want to throw that out there, that if you're like me and you wear contacts every day and you haven't found that pair, just, you know, keep searching around and try on many pairs from many different brands. There's Zlul, there's Warby Parker. Even if you can go and try on some pairs at like Walmart or just like your local glasses shops or mom and pop shops, stuff like that, try them on and like try to find a pair that like really speaks to you and is more personalized to you. It's the same with like any fashion, with like a pair of pants or any of that stuff. It is important to, you know, just find something that speaks, you know, more in tune with how you feel and how you dress every day. But I did have this package from Bershka. I'm actually surprised that it came as fast as it did, because I ordered the pants on like Thursday or something, and they're already here. They were supposed to not get here until tomorrow, I believe, or Tuesday, and they just kind of showed up unexpectedly yesterday. I'm excited to try them on. I actually did already open the package just because I was kind of excited yesterday and just kind of threw them on, but I wanted to throw them on with you guys just to share the experience. But it was those linen pants that I picked up from ASOS, and they were called baggy. They're Abercrombie and Fitch from ASOS, and they're baggy linen pants in the khaki colorway. And I kind of just didn't feel like they were cool, but they didn't feel like they were more exactly what I was looking for. So just want to throw these on and just kind of catch a vibe. So we'll get to that in a little bit. I do want to head to the gym and hit this quick chest workout. I don't want to spend too much time at the gym just because it's already noon, and I know that Puerto Rican Day Parade thing ends around like 5 or so. So I want to try to get that over with and just be happy. I'm actually happy to just get back over to the gym. It has been I did go to the gym while I was in San Antonio, but I just am excited to just kind of get back into the routine of a proper workout. Sundays have been busy at the gym, so hopefully it's not too crowded. But yeah, with that said, guys, gonna throw on the gym fit and gonna start getting ready for the gym. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, y'all, this is a quick gym fit. I've got the LA golfer cap on head, and then I've got this cutoff that is cropped from Urban Outfitters, and I actually feel like I need to order some more of these. I really like them, but this one I got in a medium, and I definitely think I should go with the large because it is kind of too cropped. It's kind of fitting on me like a small, and I would like it to fit a little bit baggier, a little bit more oversized. So like when I lift my hands up and stuff, it'll kind of like show my whole midsection and everything. And that's the kind of the vibe that I was looking for, but it's just slightly too small. So next time I order a batch or a couple new ones, I will order the large. I do have these Lululemons on for the shorts, and then I do need to get some more Lululemons because these have obviously held up to the test of time. They have lasted me for a decade now. Got these yellow, slightly off yellow Nike socks, and then we'll of course be throwing the Chuck Taylors on feet. So this is a quick chest day fit, and I will meet you guys over at the gym. So let's get to it.
Step by step, I've walked 100 miles, and I still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wandered so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road.
Can you hear me? Tell me, can you hear me? I've been calling out for help, still don't see nobody near me. I'm down and almost underground and so deep in the valley, I can't even tell you which way is the mountain. God, the only word I got, I could probably plant a garden, all this dirt I got. Trail of broken hearts behind me from the hurt I bought. Sometimes I really start to wonder if I deserve my spot. Cause I'm just a man who's got blood all on his hands. But does a humble sinner still deserve a chance? Hey, say a prayer for me, I think you in advance.
Step by step, I walked 100 miles and I still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find.
Let's go.
The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wandered so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road.
Off of this lonely road, off of this lonely road, off of this lonely road, off of this lonely road.
Get off of this lonely road.
Would you catch me? Tell me, would you catch me if I told you I was sorry? Could I fall into your blessing? Would you wrap your arms around me? Never drown me. If I walk towards the light, could I tell them that you found me? God, the only help I got. I know some people plotting on me, probably thought I'd rot. Praying for my downfall, wanna take my spot. Guess I deserve it, all the evil came out my heart. But I'm just a man who's got blood all on his hands. But does a humble sinner still deserve a chance? Hey, take me up, I pray to God I never
Step
land.
by step, I walked 100 miles and I still ain't sure just what I'm trying so hard to find. The night seems longer and the wind blows louder when you wandered so far from home. If I cross your mind, say a prayer, I'll find my way and get off of this lonely road.
Off of this lonely road.
Hands held high, raise them up to the sky. Never let them low, only thought you should know. Hands held high, raise them up to the sky. Never let them low, go, go. I got about 100 reasons to leave the party, but I will not. Got a lot of meaning to get to you when I'm in a spot. Thought about what's the season, oh yeah, it's summer feeling so hot. I could burn in my slumber, turn the lights off and let the beat drop. I'm the meanest rapper, meaning I feed on rappers a lot. I'm obscene, I need not encouragement, this the courage I got.
Alright, you guys, this is the outfit of the day. I actually got to hurry up a bit because it's already almost 4 and the Puerto Rican Day Parade is actually supposed to end at 5. So I'm basically just going to see the tail end of it, if anything. And it just kind of took me a while to eat. My workout took longer than expected and showered and everything. But I'm feeling fresh now and a lot of things that I'm wearing new. So these are the brand new pants that I just picked up from Bershka that I told you got delivered yesterday. And just because like I kind of want to show you guys like what these look like versus the Abercrombie ones. And these ones see just way more stylish and more of my personal style and my personal taste. So it was better for me in this situation, even though the other ones were given a little discount on ASOS. The Abercrombie & Fitch ones were given a slight discount online for a nice little sale, but in this situation it is better for me to purchase the more expensive ones that go along with my own personal flavor, because I am more likely to wear these and I feel so much better, more confident with these ones. So it's not always just buy the red tag stuff. In my opinion, I think you should spend a little bit more for something that truly speaks volume or speaks directly to you as a person. That is just my 2 cents. But starting from head to toe, this is the, well actually let me start on the top. So on head I do have the ALD nylon cap. This is a hat that I keep telling you guys that just worked its way into my daily rotation. I just find myself keep gravitating towards it, and huge plus that it is nylon. It's a lot easier to clean and whatnot. And then I do have the Bershka. This is the button up that I just picked up off of ASOS. Also, I think that came with the Abercrombie & Fitch linen pants. And then I do have a Kaz wife beater underneath that, just to add a layer, just to add a little bit more detail. And then I do have the, like I said, the new Bershka linen pants. So these were actually 90 bucks, but like I said, it is worth it to spend a little bit more. I believe the Abercrombie & Fitch ones are about 45 or 50, but these ones have more of a parachute kind of vibe, and I really like that. It's more of my personal style. And then on feet, you can see that I kind of switched it up a bit. So I did go with the Clark's Wallabies, and these were some pairs. This was a pair of shoes that I actually got from work, from Jaguar Land Rover, and we only had to wear them once, and they kind of just been sitting in my closet. But I actually like the boots themselves, so just switching it up from the typical Doc Martens Adrian loafers that I always wear, pretty much my dailies, but I figured it kind of looked cool with this fit right here. And it's actually kind of windy out. It's about 75 degrees. It says it feels like 68, 69. So I am going to be throwing a jacket on top, and I figure I might as well throw this Ralph Lauren. So this is a Ralph Lauren leather jacket, green, and this is like my favorite shade of green. So just because I know it is going to get windier and more, I just don't know what's going on with New York, but it is just getting so windy, like I said. But this is my favorite shade of green, and just throwing this on top because it's only gonna get colder by the minute. So just to complete the fit. And yeah, guys, with that said, let me just throw on the other pair of pants real quick just to show you what they look like, and then I'm gonna get out of here. So there's nothing wrong with these Abercrombie & Fitch ones inherently, besides the fact that they are extremely wrinkly right now, but they are considered baggy. But just for my personal taste, they're not baggy enough for my liking, and they seem a little bit more plain in my opinion. So that's why these ones are getting sent back to ASOS. And I mean, I still like them. I would definitely rock them, but I wouldn't find myself gravitating to them more than not. Like these pair of pants, the other ones that I just picked up from Bershka, I find myself already just after trying them on, I see myself in the future rocking those multiple times per week, and these probably once in a blue moon, if that makes sense. So yeah, just wanted to show you guys a quick comparison from the balloon fit that's more expensive, and then the ones that I originally picked up from Abercrombie that I'm going to send back. But with that said, guys, I am going to start heading down because it's already 4 o'clock and I'm already going to be missing the majority of the Puerto Rican Day Parade. So let's just go ahead and get right to it.
endless wine fills our cup. Draped in fine curtain clothes, oil's hair, skin brown. Music played, the fist began.
Alright, you guys, just getting back from running around Trader Joe's Central Park. I had such a good vibe today, even though like the buzz was kind of killed just a little bit, just because I did actually miss the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I was a little bummed out, but I didn't even leave my apartment until about 4:15, and the Puerto Rican Day Parade was scheduled until about 5, so it is what it is. I guess I'm gonna have to wait until next year to be able to see the Puerto Rican Day Parade again, but all I can say is I tried, but I was able to just go to Central Park and just sit down. Central Park is always a vibe in my book, so it's not a loss, but it is what it is, like I said, guys. But was able to grab a few things from Trader Joe's, that way I don't have to do it later on. But go ahead and just share with you guys some things that I picked up. So first, I just picked up some tortilla chips. These are the white corn. I've actually not tried this flavor of the tortilla chips, but tortilla chips are tortilla chips. In my opinion, there's not really much change. I guess if there's something that I noticed different about these ones, I will let you guys know. And then since I am going to be cooking a little bit more often, I do have some yellow onions, more chicken thighs. I grabbed a lime as well as a lemon. I do got some organic garlic, so that's gonna be great. I finally got some butter, so this is the Kerrygold European Irish butter, so it's a little bit better for you. I've got the fried pork rinds, like to dip that in my favorite sauce. More jerk plantain chips. These are my absolute fave, so if you guys haven't tried these yet, they do have a little bit of a kick to them, but they are outstanding. And as well as some rosemary to go along with the chicken thighs, just to bring out a little bit more flavor. I'm gonna try to just do more things, and I'm in the mode of cooking because I had such a good time cooking that chicken up last time. And I picked up some okonomiyaki. So this is a Japanese dish. When I was in Tokyo, I actually had okonomiyaki's sister, which is monjayaki. Monjayaki is more like a liquid on, they just kind of like cook the liquid on the like flat iron thing in front of you. You sit at the table and you cook, they actually cook it in front of you, and just kind of throw cabbage and like you choose your meat, and they put cheese, and like it was just probably my favorite dish that I had while I was actually in Tokyo or in Japan. And I actually didn't try okonomiyaki while I was over in Japan, but I could not find monjayaki back in LA or in the States, and the only thing that I could find that was similar was okonomiyaki. And okonomiyaki is basically like a pancake version. It's basically a cabbage pancake version of monjayaki. I'll see if I could try to find a clip or something of monjayaki and see if I can put it up on the screen right here for you guys. But okonomiyaki is just a vegetable pancake essentially, and you can put your favorite protein or meat or whatever on top of that as well. A lot of people eat it with seafood and stuff. I don't personally eat seafood, but outstanding stuff. I tried it a few times. First time I had it was in LA, and this place was just outstanding. But yeah, guys, okonomiyaki, I love Japanese food, so check it out. I didn't know Trader Joe's was stocking everything that I love over in Japan. I did have that almond croissant today, and it inspired me to grab the pan au chocolates. So these are going to be just to give a little bit of variation to the almond croissants that I love so dearly. And then just dipping sauces and stuff just to go with the tortilla chips, to go with the pork rind, stuff like that. I got the white queso as well as some home style guacamole. Carolina Gold barbecue sauce. This stuff is the best kind of barbecue sauce in my opinion. If you haven't tried the Carolina, it's just kind of like barbecue sauce with a hint of, they throw some like mustard in there to give it this like yellow gold kind of color, and it is great stuff, you guys. They ran out of the everything bagels, but I got some cheesy bagels as well as some black garlic. This stuff was amazing. I couldn't find really, they were actually out of a lot of things there. I was looking for taiyaki, I was looking for the quiche Lorraine. They didn't have none of that. So this is some bacon. I'm going to probably cook the okonomiyaki tonight and then throw some bacon on there just to you know, make it kind of how they do over there. And then some more mince. I've got some meatballs. These are just regular Italian style meatballs, as well as some European chocolate with cornflakes from Belgium. So yeah, guys, I wasn't planning on going to Trader Joe's today, but I happened to be over there on 96th Street as I left Central Park and was able to just pick up and kill two birds with one stone kind of thing, since I was unsuccessful with going to the Puerto Rican Day Parade. But I am starting to get a bit hungry now and going to, like I said, probably cook up this okonomiyaki. The game comes on I think the game might come on now or 8:30. So I'm gonna watch game 2 of the finals and just start editing the video. So if you guys made it this far, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already, and of course I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.